everybody. I am going to try to do, I should say, a really quick makeup tutorial. I just have a little bit of time before I have to leave, and then I have a meeting right after, so I gotta make it quick. I did not have very good time management today, so let's get started. I'm gonna use the Dermalogica Age Smart Dynamic Skin Recovery and SPF 50. Get that all over. And then for primer, I'm going to go in with the Dermalogica Age Smart Skin Perfecting Primer, and that's in an SPF of 30. That is going to help fill in those fine lines and pores and help give me a really smooth base for my foundation. And since we're just gonna be running around and not doing anything super important, it's actually kind of funny, we're just going to go look at a car, or a truck for my husband. I don't wanna wear like anything super expensive, so we're gonna use mostly drugstore and some high-end stuff. So in saying that, let's use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the color Soft Beige. And I'm gonna use a brush to apply this. I typically use a sponge, but I used this the other day and actually liked the results pretty well. I sometimes just feel like I get a better coverage with a sponge. And then over any of my acne scars in darker areas, I'm just gonna apply another layer of that. And then since it's just a hair bit darker than me, I'm just going to do a little bit on my neck area as well. I need to fake bake really bad. And I just realized I'm not wearing earrings. Well, these earrings on my bottom hole. All right, and then for concealer, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. And this is in the shade Light Ivory. And I'm just going to do that under eyes and anywhere where it needs a little bit extra coverage. I really like this line. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus has been a really good one. I've really enjoyed using the products. Especially for the price, it's totally worth trying out. All right, and then to set the under eyes, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana Powder. Again, same product. I'm telling you guys, I am really enjoying it. You should try it. And then I'm just gonna set the under eye area. And then before setting the rest of my face, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. Bring my mirror a little bit closer here. And I'm going to use the Benefit Ka-Brow in shade 3. And my angled eyebrow pencil. I always like to start off on the bottom and line that. This is my favorite brow product ever. And then same thing on the other side. And this one's my booger side where I have a scar. And it likes to give me problems. And if you've never tried doing your brows before, guys, one really helpful tip that really helped me was to buy a cheaper brand like eye pencil or whatever you can find that's kind of close to the kind of product you want to use, and to practice with it at night before you take your makeup off until you find the shape that you like and get comfortable doing them. And then once that comfort level and that shape that you get or want gets mastered, then go buy whatever like higher end one you want if you want to. You might just like the one you've been using. But I highly recommend before just going and buying, you know, a more expensive brand, getting comfortable doing it and how to do it in the shape that you like on you. And then I was just using a concealer brush to hit any of those places where I might have messed up and just kind of fix it up and sharpen it up a little bit. And we'll set the rest of the face. I'm going to use the Flower, this is the top, the Flower brand translucent setting powder. And this is super finely milled, you guys. It is amazing. It, to me, is kind of like the Tarte setting powder with how finely milled it is. And it's not going to change the color of your foundation, I don't feel like. And I also don't feel like it makes you look chalky. I really enjoyed this setting powder. And then for bronzer, I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Invisible Glow in the shade Tan. Now, it is a highlighter, but for me, the color is kind of like a nice shimmering bronzer. I've really been enjoying it, and I'm just using a big fluffy brush. Bronzing those cheekbones, bronzing the temples and forehead. Down the nose. A little bit on the chest area, if I can move my shirt. I don't know, I just really like the way that this looks. I don't want to really do any contouring or anything super harsh, so I really like to use that. And then on top of it, I'm going to use my MAC. It's actually a, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a blush in the shade Harmony. And I'm going to just, I'm going to just take an angled brush and take it on the edge of the brush and just slightly do a little bit of contouring with it. There we go. Just a little bit, not a lot. And then for blush, I'm going to use my, oops, if I can take the liner out. For blush, I'm going to use the Benefit California blush. It's a nice corally color. I am such a blush person. I love blush. I'm gonna be like that little old lady that has those like really, really prominent like blush lines, because I already do it now. I just love blush. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. And then I'm gonna take that fluffy brush that I used to do our bronzer just a little bit ago and just soften that up a little bit. And then take my Too Faced Banana Brightening Powder with a flat brush and hit the under eye area. Nose and forehead. Just a little bit on that chin area. And then I do like to take just kind of what's left over underneath that blush and contour and bronzer. Y'all, I thought I was recording my eyeshadow look and it did not. So I apologize, and I will go over everything I did for my eyes. So I primed my eyes with my Urban Decay Original Primer Potion. And then I went in with the Anastasia Subculture palette and I set my lids with Dawn, which is right here. I did my crease color is New Wave, which is this mustard here. And then on my inner lid, I used a Stila Glitter and Glow, and that is in the shade Vivid Smoky Quartz. And then in the very most crease and outer edge, I went in with Fudge, which is here. And then I took the New Wave and Adorn. So I did New Wave first, and then I layered with Adorn, which is this shimmery bronze, on my lower lid. And then on my very center eye right here, I used this one here, which is called Electric. And then for my brow bone, I went in with this white called Cube. So I did quite a few of these in this palette, plus the Stila on my lid, and that is what we came up with. Let me zoom you in. I really, really like this eyeshadow look. I can't believe it did not record. I'm so sorry, guys, but that's what I did use if you want to replicate this eye look. And then I'm going to go ahead and set my brows with the Gimme Brow by Benefit. And this is just going to help volumize and set those brows. And then let's go ahead and highlight. I'm going to use the ColourPop highlighter in Lunch Money. Just a nice shimmery champagne color. I'm gonna use a little bit bigger of a highlighting brush. And then this highlighter is really gorgeous. The only thing I have found with it is that I do have to layer it a little bit to get that payoff that I like. But it is beautiful. So cheekbones, a little bit down the nose. Always like just a little bit on that top of that brow. And the chin. I'm gonna leave it open for whenever I am done with my lips, and then do a little bit on that Cupid's bow. We'll do the mascara. I'm going to use the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara in the beautiful pink sparkly packaging. This one I think was a limited time. I don't think you can get it anymore, but it is so pretty. But I love this mascara. If you hit your lid while you're doing your mascara, let it dry down a little bit And then I like to take either a Q-tip or a stiff concealer brush and kind of flick it off. And then worst case scenario, if it takes your eyeshadow off, just come back in with the brush that you used with that color and just go back over it and you will be perfectly ready to go. For my lipstick, I'm gonna go in with Urban Decay's Naked 2. I really, really, really love this lipstick color. Especially since I wanted a more like dramatic eye. I don't want my lips to take over, so I'm going with a nude. And then I'm going to highlight that Cupid's bow with that ColourPop highlighter we used earlier. Just going to use my pinky finger. And just place it on top of where I need it. And then I'm going to set the whole look with my Urban Decay All Nighter. And just let that dry down and you are ready to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you would like to see next. And then don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when my next video uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm so sorry about that eyeshadow look. If you like it, please let me know and I'll re-record and make sure it's recording this next time so that you can see how I achieved it. Thank you so much. Bye guys.